So create new project. So this is the FC date. FC date 21 perhaps. Snake. Okay, FC date 21 snake. Here is the sprite cat. And then you create a new sprite. Use the paint tools. Okay. We can use the color red. And then you can create this box. Remove the outline. No need the outline. Okay. Um, Maybe better you use the circle, yeah. So circle, this, better this. Okay. And then you put the another circle. You can choose the black one, black color. You put a small circle. Okay. And then you can duplicate this. You can copy and then paste. You're gonna have two circles there. Okay. Bring this together. Put. Okay. This will become the eye of the snake. So this is the head of the snake. Okay. If you want, you can draw the tongue for the snake, yeah. Like this can. Okay. And then you can edit the corner, this corner. You can zoom and you can like.
I want red color. I want green color. Can, right?
Okay, can.
The color of the snake.
Up to you. Okay. Like this. And then you can send the tongue, send backward. Send to the back. Then you have this. All right. Okay, then you have the head of the snake in your canvas here. So as you have that canvas, you can always minimize since the head is too big here. You can zoom and also you can select all and then you click the group it, yeah. So it's gonna be one pieces all together and then you can resize. Yeah, we need a smaller one. Can be, yeah, like this. And then you put it in the center. Okay. Okay, so as we have the proportional, the portion is proper portion of this head. You can change the name of this. Yeah, become the head. Since we're gonna make the tail. So you can copy this, duplicate, okay, and then rename it to the tail. So you're gonna have the tail there, and we're gonna modify the color and also the shape. To the shape, you can just use a box this rectangle. Okay, you can change the color to any color you want. For me, I choose the green one. This. Okay, and adjust the size to be more or less the size of the head. Okay. Okay, so that's it. Then you can remove the head because cannot be both costume in our canvas. So this should be only for the body only, which is the box one. So the head and the box is there already. And when you switch the costumes here, you can always observe the portion of the two parts, yeah, the head and the tail. Yeah, kindly they have similar size lah. Okay, so that's it. As we have the head here, okay, and also the tail, so better we change the name of the sprite. This becomes snake. So you change to the snake. Change this become snake. Okay. So we choose a sprite, not upload, yeah, sorry. We choose another sprite. We have mouse here. Okay. You can search mouse. Just click the mouse there. You put the mouse there. And seems that the mouse is too big here. So make a smaller one. You can go to the costume, resize, or you can go to the code also, size. Okay, whichever you like, whichever you prefer, you can do from this size also. Make it 50. Okay. If you want to change the color of the mouse also, you can go to the costumes, change the color. Yeah, you can change the head color or any part of it. I'm gonna change the color of the tail to something yellow. Yeah, okay. I can change the color. Okay, so you have the two mouse here. Okay, so you have the two. And the color, you can pick the color. Okay, so this is the color for the, and do picker color. And then you go to the mouse. And then you do coloring on the part fill. So you're gonna have similar color. Okay.
And then I like it just like this.
Also, so the mouse here, you can change, rename it, become just simple mouse without mouse one. I don't know why my mouse here is mouse one. So I have just the mouse only. And then go to the mouse code. In this code, you can make the mouse become alive by go to the event on click. Okay, and then keep changing the costume of the mouse by taking the forever there okay? And then you go to the looks to switch the costume, next costume. And when you click, aha, will be that. But this is kind of too fast, yeah. You put control with the wait of 1 second, perhaps become, aha, yeah.
It
You
looks more
see?
like it's struggling. If I put it right at the snake's tongue, then it looks like wiggling, like
Ah,
struggling.
okay. By the way, the mouse will be randomly appear in your display, okay? So the snake will eat the mouse, and then the mouse will, another mouse will come up with a different position randomly. Uh, so we have this very nice. So the mouse will be appear in any random place here, okay, in our screen. So let's go to the
And
snake.
it
We're
appears
gonna
here like
mhm.
runs.
So we're gonna make some of the code here that we can control the movement of the snake. Okay, I minimize this. Okay, so make sure you activate the snake. Okay, so for the snake, you do the event on click. So go to the event. When click there, okay. So when you on click, you're gonna use the mouse, the control key
On the
down,
on.
key.
You
Okay,
already know the on.
okay. So that's
Now one
why.
of the most popular one to do. The
Mm-hmm,
on.
mm-hmm, yes, yes. So you do control, take the forever because it will be keeping listening to the event that the player doing, like pressing any keyboard. Okay. So you do forever and then you check the control if. So you can put 1, 2, 3, 4 if here. All right. So you do the for if inside. One if to handle one arrow. Okay. So you click the up arrow here, the sensing. So key press. Okay. So you do the key press and then space up. Okay. And then key. This is the down. Okay. And then repeat that again to the left and to the right. Okay. Okay. So you choose the motion and then point direction here. Yeah. So whenever you press the up arrow, it means that it's going to the this. Yeah. Now going up. Okay. And this is the going down. Okay. You can just adjust the slider here. And this to the left. It's very easy. And the last one to the right. So radio to the right. Okay. Defaultly this to the right. Okay. Okay, so we can see observe the result. You can play and then press. Yeah, it's already accordingly to up, down, left, right. Okay, good. Okay, so we continue. Yeah, so we have this very good already. We can control up and down, left and right. Okay, now you put another even on click there. Okay, and then you variable. You go to the variable, you make a score. Yeah, this is for collecting the scores. Whenever you are eating, whenever the snake eats the mouse, the score will be collected. Okay, collect the score. Okay, and then you set the score starting with the 0. Okay. All right. So the first time when we start the game, so the position of the snake should be exactly in the middle. So we go to XX, XY, 0, 0 here, and then okay, so we position the position. Where's the position? We do position direction. Okay, so the head should be exactly uh, the head to the right. Okay, the position is 890. And then make sure that the costume here is the head. Okay. Yeah, so every time we start over the game, the position will be rightly in the center, right in the center, and it heads the head will be heading to the right. So switch costume to the head and then you use the forever. Okay. And inside this looping, you do the create cloning of myself. Okay. And then you move uh kind of 25 steps. Okay, as the result, you can start and then you can see that the head is growing longer. Yeah. Okay.
I grow.
Okay. Yeah. But if you can control, you can like controlling like this. Okay.
Whee!
Uh, you can see that you can having this kind of yeah. Okay. But this is the head that will be longer. This is not the proper one. We're gonna put the tail following the head. Okay.
I am going to be my. Oh,
Okay, so we can continue here with the clone. So go to the control.
wow.
You go to the clone when I start the clone. Yeah. So we can make a kind of adjustment here. Why? Because when you are doing such forever here, so it means that the clone uh will be keep creating to you. Yeah. So the head will be more head there. So that's why we have to limit the clone itself. So when I start the clone here, so we need the looks to switch the costume to the tail. Okay. And then you can try. So when you try that actually the tail will become appear following the head. Okay. So that the head, not the head that become growing longer, but the tail, which is the longer one. Yeah, okay, you know what I mean, yeah? Okay, so adjust with the Swiss costume to the tail. So the tail will become appear after the head and it will be keep growing from time to time. And then you do here the control, you can do the delete. Where's the delete here?
That means if I make enough, then the mouse will be trapped. Because everywhere it goes, it will still be stuck.
Uh-huh. Sorry, delete. Console the delete this clone. You go with this. Yeah, you put delete. Okay. Okay. So what happened here is that when you create the clone and then you delete that one. Yeah. I think it is too quick. Yeah, make it 15, perhaps better. Yeah, okay,
But
makes
soon
sense.
I run out of tail already. But soon my
Ah,
snake ran out of tail.
you can reduce this. The movement should be 5 or 10, perhaps. All right. Okay, so actually by doing this, when you create the clone and then you delete, so there will be nothing that will be displayed to us. So when you see here that the tail is not there because when creating, it will be automatically deleted, yeah. So that's why we need a kind of delay here. You take the control, you take the weight as the delay, can be 0.2, yeah, 0.4 perhaps. So let's try this one, the steps we adjust with 5. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, should be like this. Yeah, so the tail will be coming, following the head. Okay,
This is nice.
okay. And maybe the delay is too long. You can switch to the weight 0.2. Okay, so the tail is not too long.
If I
Yeah.
move fast enough, then the tail will come super long.
You can control using this weight, yeah. Maybe become 0.1. Yeah. So the tail is there. Okay. So the tail will be growing every time the snake eats the mouse. Okay, so that's why we need a kind of collision detection in the mouse. Okay, adjust the code. So let's go to the mouse. Okay, so the mouse we already have that code. Yeah, we need to improve the code of the mouse. So let's make another event on click here. Okay, so we go to the motion here. The mouse will be go randomly to any position. So whenever you start, the mouse will be somewhere else that we cannot determine which position exactly because it's random here. And then you continue with the forever. Okay, you check the forever. This is the collision detection. So it keep detecting if the mouse. So this one is if the mouse uh, if the mouse touching, so that's why you go to sensing. So touching the snake. Okay, that's it.
Like glide to a random position.
Um,
When it's not touching snake, it'll still like glide everywhere.
yeah, if not touching the snake,
I'll put a.
oh, you okay? You want to move the mouse? Yeah, you can. You can. So go to random
I know. I
position.
think I know how to do it. I put glide one sex to random position right
Yeah.
over the forever. Go
Okay.
to a forever and put a forever over the
Oh,
forever and glide sex to random
yes,
position.
can. So you put
Let's see.
forever. You can put forever here. Okay. I do annotation on this. You can do a forever inside this and then make a waiting. Okay. So cannot be, yeah, each second it randomly moves. So the snake will might not able to catch the mouse. So you do the forever, but wait kind of 1 second lah. Yeah. Can do that. Okay. As improvement. But for now, we just finish this. Okay. When touch the snake and then the score will be increase. Okay, so you go to the variables. Okay, so change the score. You change the score by 1. So you increase the score by 1. okay? And you want the mouse to be moved somewhere else. So that's why you do the go to random position again. So after hitting the mouse will be moved to somewhere else. So it's more likely that another mouse will come up lah, yeah, because the current mouse already eaten by the snake. And then change the score by 1. Okay, so that's it. We can try the code. So we like this. Okay, so you see the score. The score is there. Okay, coming.
Aha.
Okay, the score is going higher. Okay, correct. Yeah.
Why touch so many times but not working?
Ah,
Why
okay,
did you
yeah.
touch it so long? I can make a trap.
Okay. Nah, good. Okay. So whenever the snake eats the mouse, so the tail should be growing longer. But for this time, the tail still has the same length, yeah. Okay, so how can we manage this? So actually this is by controlling the display only. Okay, so let's go to the snake here. Nah, so in here we just wait 0.1 second. If we wait 0.5 second, it means that the tail will become longer. Okay, it become longer. So that's why this should be a kind of variable. Okay, the delay here, sorry, the weight here should be variable. We cannot we cannot declare here as a static one. So that's why we need a kind of the weighting here that coming from the operation of something multiplication here, which is coming from the score. Okay, so the higher the score that you have, the more the waiting time that provided to you. Okay, so in here will be replaced by the score times 0.1. So it means that the longer the waiting time for you, it means that the longer the tail will be. So let's try here. Okay, sorry.
Uncle, I even have problem.
One moment after this.
What
Okay.
happened here?
Yeah, wait, yeah. So whenever the snake eat the mouse, you see that the tail is growing longer. Okay, so okay,
Oh,
okay,
I think I know
yeah,
why.
okay, yeah. So growing longer. Okay. So we have to make a kind of validation. The snake cannot eat itself, yeah. So whenever the snake eat itself, the game over will be it will be game over. Okay, later on we can do validation. Okay, just your code.